don't mind that because the Jets won 9 coin tosses this year and 8 times elected to defer. So they like to start on defense. Nick Folk to kick off. Dominic Rhodes, who is now back with the Colts for a 3rd stint, ready to receive, and off we go from Indianapolis. And Rhodes will take it 4 yards deep, down it in the end zone. Here come the Colts, and let's meet them.
Peyton Manning, University of Tennessee.
Joseph Adai, Louisiana State.
Reggie Wayne, the U. Pierre Garçon, Mountain View.
Brody Eldridge, Oklahoma. Jacob Tammy, University of Kentucky.
Charlie Johnson, Oklahoma State.
Kyle DeVan, Oregon State University.
Jeff Saturday, North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
Mike Pollock, Arizona State.
Jeff Linkenbach, Cincinnati.
And one guy missing, Ryan Dean, who was expected to play, but he was deactivated. And Manning starts with a pass to Garçon, who makes a juggling catch and gets 9 yards. He's tackled just shy of the 30-yard line by Brodney Poole. 30-yard line. Manning flanked by Adai in the backfield. Moves to his right, and the pass is incomplete. Tried to get that to the tight end, Jacob Tammy, who's last 10 weeks than anybody in the league. And Manning goes right to the snap, and the Jets are equal to the task. Brodney Poole comes up to stop Joseph Adai.
Hey, that was something.
Pat McAfee will punt, and Santonio Holmes, who has only returned a handful of punts this season, is back to bring it back. Instead, he'll wave it off, lets it bounce, and it will roll inside the 30-yard line, and Holmes gets pushed out of the way. The crowd thinks he touched the ball, but the officials say he did not.
In this one against the Colts on their special team side.
And now Jim Caldwell, seeing the replay, he thinks it may have grazed the leg of Holmes, so he is going to challenge. You've got to challenge a minute and 31 seconds into the game. Gene Steratore is the referee.
Not the hands.
Nope. Or the inside of the left leg.
Oh, close, but I don't think it ever did, do you?
No, I don't either. And Steratore is coming over to the Colts sideline.
Indianapolis is challenging the ruling on the field of the first touching by the kicking team. Timeout.
I don't think he's going to win it. But who knows? A challenge a minute and a half in. Gene Steratore has already looked, and here comes the call.
After review, the ruling is confirmed. The receiving team did not touch the football. Indianapolis will be charged with this first timeout. That is also Indianapolis's first challenge.
Absolutely. Ball to the 27-yard line. And now the Jets' first offensive play is a short pass and good coverage. And that's Keller, who gets covered on the play, and it's 2nd down and 10 as we take a look at the Jets starters.
Mark Sanchez, USC.
LaDainian Tomlinson, TCU.
Tony Richardson, Auburn.
Santonio Holmes, the Ohio State University.
Braylon Edwards, Lloyd Carter's University of Michigan.
Justin Keller, Purdue University. Rebecca Shaw Ferguson, University of Virginia.
Matt Slauson, Nebraska.
Nick Mangold, The Ohio State University. Brandon Moore, Illinois.
Damian Woody, Boston College.
2nd and 10. LaDainian Tomlinson is the running back. And the longtime Charger has a first down and a lot more. And LaDainian Tomlinson with a rebirth in New York. It was kind of a messy ending in San Diego. A 23-yard gallop on his first carry of the night. Brad Smith, who comes in to play quarterback. They also use him in the Wildcat. He's their kick returner, and he gives it to Tomlinson. And Tomlinson in that last carry, that was the outset of the game. And they set up a screen to Tomlinson, and that's a great tackle by Curvell Connor. A quick flip. Kotchery hammered at the 47-yard line.
Out there, going to punt the ball.
Steve Weatherford to do the punting. Blair White back to receive it. That nose down kick is angled, and it goes into the end zone. Blair White's going to come out with it, but it was ruled a touchback from the 20-yard line. starts this drive. Joseph the guy missed about half the season. Manning has time, and the pass is caught just short of the first down. Blair White with Eric Smith making the tackle in the second and inches. 3rd and 1 here. And Manning will swing it to the outside, and that won't get the first down. That is White cutting toward the sideline. And again, Rodney Poole, who made the tackle on the 3rd down play on the first series.
And if he had been allowed that release, they well have scored.
Now Cotchery is back to field this kick. After Holmes had the near disaster. Back, we saw Tomlinson on the first series. They figured to alternate too much for the night. Off the play fake. He gets buried, and that's Daniel Muir. Edwards is the motion man. Here's Green. And Green had a big postseason last year up to the 41-yard line. Let's take a look at the Indianapolis defense.
Robert Mathis, Alabama A&M.
Daniel Muir, Kent State. Phoebe Moore, Southern Cal.
Dwight Freeman, Syracuse.
Pat Anger, Iowa.
Gary Brackett, the Army.
Terrell Connor, Clemson. Justin Tryon, Arizona State. Aaron Francisco, BYU.
Antoine Bethel, the real HU, the Mecca, Howard University.
Jacob Lacey, Miami Forest High School.
Mixing and matching all season long, especially in that secondary, have been the Colts. 3rd down and 9. Sanchez's pass is caught, and then it's Cotchery who should have enough for the first down, and they'll score 41 passes, and that was good for only 5th on the team in receptions. Sanchez rolling right, and then the pass is thrown to the sideline.
Just stay warm.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Came in last night, and he says absolutely no problem, but we'll see. Here's Green across the 50-yard line to the 49-yard line. Tomlinson is back in. 3rd and 8. And a quick throw, and that's behind Santonio Holmes.
It's a guy that sits on a lot of routes. They think they can get deep on him.
Steve Weatherford came close to setting a record for most punts inside the 20 this year. And that one is into the end zone. So that's he's the running back. And here he goes. And Rhodes, who led the United Football League in rushing this season, picks up 1. Let's take a look at the Jets defense.
Sean Ellis, Tennessee.
Shonep Ohio, University of Utah.
Mike DeVito, University of Maine.
Brian Thomas, UAB. Bart Scott, Southeastern Junglers. Dave Harris, Ottawa Hills. Calvin Pace, Wake Forest.
Darrell Reeves, Pitt. Dwight Lowry, Cabrillo College.
Bradley Poole, Oklahoma.
Antonio Cromartie, Florida State.
And Manning, quick snapped it. There's a flag on the play after Rhodes carry. Here's the Gene Steratore call.
12 men on the field, defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
Scoreless, first quarter. Inside handoff to Rhodes. It's off. And throws, and it's incomplete. That moved the ball past their own 29-yard line. McAfee's 3rd kick of the night. Fielded by Cotchery at the 28-yard line, and he gets up to the 43-yard line. And Brad Smith a little shaken up to see hobbles toward the sideline for New York. I mentioned going to commercial. Brad Smith was hobbling off the field. We're going to take a look at what happened. He is so vital to them in so many respects.
Yeah, he is right out here on the outside. And Brad Smith's the special teams extraordinary. He runs the Wildcat for this team. It's a major force. When you talk to the Colts, they said how much practice time they use up against that, and now it looks like he's grabbing his leg. I won't try to guess. We'll give you a report a little bit.
Here goes Green. When Green got hurt last year in the AFC Championship, fake toss. Green slips to the outside, and some tough running takes him to the 50-yard line. Sanchez under pressure, slings it for Holmes, incomplete.
That's a pretty easy pitch and catch, and because of some of the pressure, Sanchez missed it.
Weatherford, it's the 6th punt of the night between the two teams. Whitefair catches it at the 13. Indy still looking for its first First down, and Freeney looked like he might have hurt his shoulder a little bit right here. No score.
Rex Ryan showing a lot of looks to Peyton Manning so far. They came out in the first series and had 3 defensive linemen in the game, 3 linebackers, and then 5 defensive backs to match the 3 wide receiver look. Come out later and end up with just 1 down lineman and Jason Taylor inside with 5 linebackers and 5 defensive backs. But you can tell their priority is getting a first down run stop, and if they get that, then they try to substitute.
Meanwhile, the Colts, against that Jet defense, they've run 9 plays for 20 yards and no first downs. Manning stepping up, throws, Rhodes makes the catch, and there is their first down. Coming with 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Harris, the linebacker, making the tackle, gain of 13 from the 25-yard line. Rhodes again. Brian Thomas making the tackle. Loss of a couple. 2nd and 13.
Well, there's one of the top cornerbacks in the game, Darrelle Revis, on the outside, and it's part of what's making this game so interesting. Matched up against Reggie Wayne for the most part tonight, and then on the flip side, you've got another great matchup with Pierre Garçon against Antonio Cromartie.
2nd and 12. And pass to Garçon, and he slips by Cromartie and gets out to the 34-yard line.
It's one they're going to attack.
Eric Foster is the fullback, providing leverage for Rhodes, and they pick up the first down. So the Colts have now had 4 third and 1s, and that's the first time they've converted. Rhodes with his 5th carry. Across the 35-yard line, minimal gain. Harris makes the tackle, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter in this AFC wildcard playoff game. No score. 2nd and 10. Rhodes with his 6th carry up to the 41-yard line. Mike DeVito making the tackle for the Jets. Only Wayne is to the left, and Manning goes to the right side, and that's Tammy, and Tammy's going to come close to picking up a first down. So, and a 2-step, 2.5-step drop, and the pass to Tammy will get close to a first down. They'll spot the ball at the 43, and they signal a first down this season with 3 touchdowns or more. Fake to a dive, and the pass is thrown over the head of Garçon, who was covered by Cromartie, who says, no, not that time, pal. There's a dive. You know, one thing about that matchup with Revis and Wayne, Revis will go to the Pro Bowl, held out, hurt his hamstring, got off to a slow start this year. No interceptions, because basically he gets most of the day off.
You're not going to get the day off today.
No.
Believe me, they're going to throw it to Reggie Wayne.
No interceptions and no penalties against Revis this season.
Colts.
3rd and 8. Manning throws, and it's caught by Wayne, but it does no damage. Gets a yard or so. The feet of punt. Cotchery is back to receive. Fair catch called for by Cotchery at the 10-yard line. 11. Sanchez starting from the 10-yard line. And dumps it off underneath to Tomlinson. Labadian gets 13 after the 23, where Cavell Connor makes the tackle.
That just doesn't work.
From the 23. Gain of 1, maybe 2 for Tomlinson. The Brad Smith Packers. 2nd and 9 from the 24-yard line. Sanchez, who loves play action, makes it pay off. Caught first down, 49-yard line by Braylon Edwards, who came to the Jets last year in a trade with Cleveland.
Boy, I tell you what, Mark Sanchez, I don't think his shoulder's hurting him anymore. Watch this throw. He loads up on this one, and Edwards goes up and makes a really nice catch in front of Aaron Francisco. But that's a little bit along the lines of what we saw by Mark Sanchez in the snow in Chicago. That was a heater.
20 for 49 yards. Tomlinson across the 50-yard line. Pat Angerer, 51. And with the pressure closing in, the pass is incomplete. Play fake. Colts didn't buy it. And then coming in was Keonta Dawson and Cavell Connor Colt to knock Sanchez down. 3rd and 7. Play clock at 1. And they just do. Maybe they didn't get it off. No, they don't. They didn't get it off. Clock went to 0. Delay of game.
To the snap. Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Pressure. Look out. And Sanchez with a backflip to Tomlinson. And he gets taken down at about the line of scrimmage. Dangerous. Tomlinson tackled by Brown. A little side of the hand backflip. Backhand.
Sanchez. Not too many of those, please.
Weatherford's kick. White's going to let it bounce. And that time he's got backspin on it. Can the Jets stop it from going into the end zone? This time they can. The officials checking with each other to make sure the ball did not go into the end zone. So they haven't made a call yet. You've got to.
That was unbelievable.
The blue beanbag is down to indicate that's where the ball should be placed, and Steratore will let the guys figure it out.
Marquise Cole is going to get his hands on this as long as he doesn't touch. He touched his hand on the end line, then flipped it back. It'll go to the 20.
Is that a member of the kicking team was in the end zone when he touched the football. Therefore, the result is a touchback. First down, Indianapolis. Timeout.
Just barely. Almost a tremendous play again, but it cost him 19 yards. Colts will start the 4th drive from the 20-yard line. The other drive started from the 13, and the pass is caught underneath by White. He's going to dive for a first down. Blair White out of Michigan State, free agent signee.
One of the marquee matchups, Darrelle Revis against Reggie Wayne, and I think with all the other numbers, here's the key one right there. He has 1 yard of offense thus far in this one, so the matchups on the outside so far go to the Jets.
And Revis didn't mind that. It was 3rd and long, gave him the yard underneath. That's been it for Wayne. He goes a dive to the outside and cuts it back nicely. Good run out to the 39-yard line, got him behind the left tackle Charlie Johnson to set up a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Dominic Rhodes close to a first down. 3rd and 1. And Rhodes playing for the Florida Tuskers not that long ago for a first down. What we saw in the Seattle-New Orleans game a few hours back. Time. Going deep, making the catch, Garcon. Touchdown, Colts. "57 yards on a 1st and 10, sooner or later."
Garcon right out here on the end of the line of scrimmage. That was the first time, really, that they had brought a safety down, which left Cromartie one-on-one, and Brodney Poole just did not get there. Eric Smith came down to play the run. Peyton saw it all the way, knew he was going to have single high, and a horrible angle by Brodney Poole to allow that one in there.
Adam Vinatieri to tack on the extra point. So you've got Kyle Wilson, the rookie defensive back out of Boise State, who's going to run the kickback, and he's going to come out from 5 yards deep and bring it back out to the 22-yard line. First down for the Jets now from the 21-yard line. Toss to Tomlinson. Freeney chasing them. Gets one arm out of bounds by Francisco, and back we go.
This guy ate us up last year, 151 yards, and he didn't get it done.
And 11 catches in that championship game. And this is Sean Green. San Diego Camardi picked Manning 3 times in one game as Sanchez rolls to his right and the pass is incomplete. The coverage is good. Dustin Keller, the tight end, traveling downfield, covered by the safety Antoine Bethea. Caught right flat. Santonio Holmes over the 35-yard line. He's covered there by Jacob Lacey. Jets go 3-by-1. And the pass, and Holmes reaches up, makes the grab to convert, takes the ball in the Colt territory to the 48-yard line. 7-0 Colts. Green is the running back. There goes Sean Green for a nice gain, taking the ball to the 41-yard line.
With Brandon Moore and Damian Woody, that's where they want the ball to go.
And the Jets will be content to let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds remaining in the opening half in this wild card battle. 7-0 Indianapolis. Saints will not win another Super Bowl crown, at least not this year. 7-0 Indianapolis, 2 minutes to go, 2nd and 3. Sanchez avoids the sack for the moment, and then the pass is incomplete. Feeling Maola was in his face, almost had the sack, forced the pass. 3rd and 3. All of their timeouts. 3rd and 3 from the 41. They toss it to Tomlinson, and LaDainian Tomlinson picks up the first down before he's forced out of bounds, going around the left side.
But he's starting to feel it. 6
carries for 47, and carry number 7 will only get a yard or 2. He takes the ball to the 28-yard line. That's the only thing left on his resume, Chris, is a great postseason performance. He was hurt a lot in San Diego's big games, and San Diego dropped a lot of those games, and clearly during the regular season his numbers were spectacular, but in postseason, we'll take a look right there. 2nd and 8. Keller was in motion. Freeney came across the line.
False start. Offense number 60. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
And that was Ferguson, the left tackle, on the move. Quick drop. Holmes makes the catch. Takes the ball to the 19 and a first down. So he gets 14 on a 2nd and 13. And Sanchez takes the Jets' first timeout. One of the stars of the game in this one tonight. 1st and 10. The ball is at the 19-yard line. And the pass is incomplete, intended for Keller, who looks for a flag, covered by Bethea. Good 12th play of this drive. Over the middle, and that one's high again. And Keller says, what about a flag on that one? Nope.
Keller a chance. He's a big target. Give him a shot. It's like Aaron Francisco going off.
Right. Another issue in that depleted Colts secondary. Ken Hamlin replaces him. And the Cowboys from the Seahawk. 3rd and 10. Sanchez, ton of time with a 2-man rush, and 9 back, picked off at the goal line by Justin Tryon. Tryon cutting across the field, tackled at the 23-yard line.
3 terrible passes by Mark Sanchez. Here Dustin Keller is going to pop wide open over the middle of the ball. Sanchez never sees him, tries to force it in, again high for the 3rd consecutive play. So no touchdown, no field goal, no nothing for Mark Sanchez.
From the 23 now, Peyton Manning has 2 timeouts. Instead, they give it to Rhodes. A little bit of a surprise there. He takes the ball up to the 28-yard line. And the Colts are playing this one as if they're going to be content with a 7-0 lead. But Manning will snap this one with 28 seconds. And And then when Peyton senses he's going to get sacked, down he goes. He's not going to get jostled. He's not going to take the big hit. He'll just go down. Jim Caldwell says, yeah, you know, I need you. I need you, friend.
Yeah, and I think it's a smart play in this situation, because the last thing you want to do is give up a sack fumble to Jason Taylor or Calvin Pace. And so Peyton Manning says, I'll take my 7-0, especially if Sanchez is going to throw that high all night.
So it's 7-0 Indianapolis at the half in this AFC wild card battle. And coming up next, it'll be the Toyota halftime show after these messages from your local NBC station. And so Sanchez will go to work when we start the second half. Brad Smith, that groin injury. And Andrea will update it shortly, but he came out after the first quarter. McAfee is there. He's ready to kick off, and we're going to see, as Smith is on the sideline, Cromartie to run back the kickoff. And McAfee with another good deep boot. Cromartie will come out from the 4-yard line. Straight up the middle, and Cromartie almost broke it. McAfee, the kicker, makes the tackle up at the 37-yard line. Back from the 37-yard line. Green. So the Jets shut out in the first half.
Make them be physical.
Second down and 5. And they send Green through the middle to the 45. And go to Green. So they line everybody up to the right, and then the run goes to the left, and it's a first down to the 49 of Indianapolis. Nice block by the right guard. Brandon Moore doesn't get a lot of acclaim with Ferguson and Mangold. The stars up front, and that pass is too high again. That's intended for the tight end Mulligan. First time they've gone his way back up tight end. Second and 10. 9 out of 20 for 84 yards. Green, good hole to the Colts 43-yard line. And Tomlinson in the backfield with it. And over the middle, that is caught. Keller on the run. And Keller takes the ball to the 23-yard line.
Made a calm throw. That was one of his best.
Tomlinson. So they exploit that middle again. Bethea makes the tackle, but the change will be moved. First down at the 13.
Yeah, Matt Slauson found something he likes to do on this one. Going to come across and get a nice trap block right here, and this one pops beautifully. LT said, look out, baby, here we come. That's fun when you're a running back and you see one pop like that. This offensive line's taking over right now.
Jets have run for 105 yards. Give it to Green. And Green with a good run to the 4-yard line. Tomlinson. That'll be a first down at the 1-yard line. Tomlinson behind Richardson. LT trying to get in. He does. Touchdown. 2 passes.
Boy, Cavell Connor dives over the top of this thing and nearly makes the play. The Jets offensive line essentially had the Colts push back in the end zone, but watch Cavell Connor come over and catch LT right in the middle of the backfield. Somehow he still fought his way in.
Nick Folk comes in to try to tie the game. Steve Weatherford to hold it. Tanner Purdom to snap it. And we are even. Weatherford kicking off. Rhodes from the 1. Dominique Rhodes gets spun down up at the 25-yard line by Jamal Westerman. So the panel, you can see the matchup tonight. First down from the 26-yard line. Joseph the guy who played about a quarter of the time in the first half and has him back. Second down and 11. Manning buying time, sliding left. White makes the catch, and Blair White up to the 49-yard line.
The football, he's going to eat you up. They need a pass rush right now.
That's been an issue for the Jets this season, even though their defense is third in the league. And Gene Steratore crew signals a false start against the Colts.
False start. Offense, number 84. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Dungy and a head coach can wait. A dive up to the 49. And Manning's pass is incomplete. Coverage very good on Tammy. That's on draping him was the safety Eric Smith. And they run it with a dive and a 3rd and 9. Great pull to the 37-yard line. Tackled there by Smith.
That side going the other way, and he hit it perfectly.
Number 37. The dive, chugging through the middle. Gets down to the 32-yard line.
Well, the one thing that Rex Ryan talked about was we're going to have to be patient. I'm going to allow some running yards. If we can take the ball out of Peyton Manning's hands, that's all good for us. He said there's really no difference between Peyton and Curtis Painter, the backup, when he's handing off.
That's the only thing they do similarly. He gets it to Tammy, and Tammy will be stopped short of the first down. That's the safety Smith on the tight end. Give it to Rhodes. Stopped at the 28-yard line. No gain. So that's 4 times in 6 opportunities that the Jet defense has stopped the Colts on a 3rd down and 1, and they'll bring in Vinatieri to try to give them the lead. One of the great clutch kickers of all time, especially in postseason. Adam Vinatieri, 47-yarder. McAfee to hold it. And Vinatieri is good. The special teams play in the first half. They've had a couple of others returning kicks, and now Smith is going to come out from about 7 yards deep, but not very far. So Smith gets back into action, and Cornelius Brown is able to make the tackle. The Big Uglies from the 13-yard line. Tomlinson to the 17. Close to late
Play sacking the quarterback.
And Sanchez gets it away before the bookends close in on him. Keller makes the catch. Buffet makes the tackle. Richardson lines up as the fullback in front of Tomlinson. And they send LT to the right side this time for a nice gain. 36-yard line. Broke out of a would-be tackle by Gary Brackett. Under 3 to play in the 3rd. Fast-moving 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 2, the play fake, and then Edwards makes the catch, and he gets tackled by Lacey from behind. First down. Pegs.
Well, and they may need one here. Ken Hamlin he was cut by the Ravens earlier this year. Just signed recently. Their 4th safety at that position. That has been a devastating position.
Brad Smith takes the snap. So Smith across the 50, and Smith gets it to the 46-yard line. So
Easy.
2nd and a deuce. Green is the running back. Here's Sean Green. And he's going to pick up the first down as they're going to spot it at the 43-yard line. He's tackled there by Buffet. 1st and 10 at the 43.
You know, this defensive line for the Colts, they're not big. And so they have to rely on a lot of movement up front. You'll see this time Robert Mathis tries to jump down inside, and when he does, it ends up with 2 big offensive linemen and a fullback on a corner and a linebacker. Win for the Jets.
Jets have rushed for 140 yards. Green, and that's Angler. His Iowa teammate, Sean Green. 2nd down and 12. Sanchez to the outside. That'll be caught, and Ben Hartsock is tackled at the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 7 when we start the 4th quarter. End of 3 in Indianapolis. Colts 10, Jets 7. And this wildcard playoff game continues after these messages. Fourth quarter in Indy. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Andrew Kramer, a big 3rd and 7 from the 39-yard line. Crowd in full throat. 3-man rush. Sanchez, a little dump off, shovel pass. Tomlinson, first down to the 30-yard line.
It was a big drive for the Jets.
Wildcats here. Smith, this will be the 10th play of the drive. They've had the ball for 5.5 minutes.
Unbalanced line to the left. Move their tackle over.
And you got Green and Tomlinson both in there. They run the option to Tomlinson, and Bethea will force him out of bounds. 7. Conventionally now, Green.
Who's the bigger man at this point?
The running back is Green. They fake it to him. Boot right. Sanchez is going to get the first down as he steps out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Good decision by Sanchez.
Jets 4 for 4 on 3rd down here. Now you've got Smith again with Tomlinson and Green. This time to the left. And this time it is Green. Every team that plays Peyton Manning. 2nd and 9. They send Richardson wide left. Holmes to the right. He looks towards Santonio, then goes over the middle. It's Keller. He'll have a 1st and goal for them at the 2-yard line. 3-yard line. Green is the running back. Sean Green to the outside, and Green cannot angle his way into the end zone. He is stopped at the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal with 11 minutes to go in regulation, and this drive will now consume more than 9 minutes before the next snap.
And you know, for Peyton, who's had his share of frustrations in the playoffs over the years, this is killing him, watching them methodically go down the field in this manner.
Tomlinson is the running back, trying to culminate what will be an 87-yard drive. And Tomlinson is going to be stopped short of the goal line. 3rd and goal. Hamlin comes up.
How about that?
Right here on 3rd and goal. Tomlinson, touchdown. 17 plays, 87 yards, and 6 seconds shy of 10 minutes. The Jets held the ball. Nick Folk. And 50 minutes into the game. Folk kicking off. Rhodes from the goal line. Oh, good coverage and smacked down at the 19-yard line by Emmanuel Cook. And Indy has the ball for only the 2nd time in the half when we come back.
Well, if the Jets end up winning this game, Darrelle Revis is going to get the good chunk of the credit, because so far Reggie Wayne with 1 catch for 1 yard in a totally meaningless play. He's been physical at the line of scrimmage. He's given Reggie Wayne no room to work whatsoever. You could say Peyton Manning should look for him more. There's been nowhere to look thus far in this one.
There's the matchup. Wayne would rather vacation at Guantanamo than Revis Island, at least at this point. 19-yard line, 1st down. Joseph Adai starts in this set. There's Adai through the middle. He goes. And the Colts will have a 2nd and short up at the 28-yard line. A 2nd and 1. It's a 1st down for Joseph Adai. He takes the ball out to the 34-yard line.
I think he felt like he had to at least get 1 first down out of this thing.
With under 9 minutes to play. Inside play fake. Manning with a ton of time. And then Garcon has to reach out and makes the catch. Falls it in before he's out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 1st down.
Couldn't find anything on that side of the field and ends up flipping back and working against the guy that he's had success against For Pierre Garçon, that's another great catch.
Garçon with his 4th catch tonight. 91 yards and the only Indy touchdown. 8.5 to go. There goes a dive. To the 50-yard line goes Joseph Adisman-Work. The fake, and it goes back to a die, and Smith is all over him. 3rd down, 3rd and 7 with Rhodes in the backfield.
3 guys deep for the Jets on this one.
Give it to Rhodes. They're running on 3rd and 7 to get the 1st down. Resetting Rhodes from his left to his right. 7 minutes to go. Going deep for Garçon. It gets spun around. The pass is incomplete. Crowd wants a flag. There is none. Covered by Cromartie.
Pierre Garçon working the inside release here. Had an opportunity. Makes a late move. Absolutely no foul. The crowd's begging for anything at this point, but that's nothing.
On 2nd and 10 now. Give it to Rhodes, and that's a good play. Stopping him before he can get started is Trevor Price in his 3rd and 8. Throws Garçon a slant. Cromartie chasing him. Finally knocks him down at the 18-yard line. On a 3rd and 8, Garçon comes up big again.
I tell you, when Cromartie gets off, he is just not effective. He just runs out here. I don't think he had the typical bump and run kind of coverage that he had. That is not his game. I would do that very little, and anytime he played off, I'd go after him.
Triple figure night for Garçon, receiving yardage, 21-yard gain there. Off the fake, over the middle, and what a collision there. Tammy, the ball, and Eric Smith all getting there together.
Well, you got to let these guys play defense a little bit. I thought Eric Smith got there right at the same moment. Let's look. I think that's a good no call. I'm going to agree with the officials. Boy, that's close. He has every right to go for the ball. He was on a clear path to the football. He has that right.
2nd and 10.
Cromartie backing off. Let's see if he tries Garçon.
To the ground. Rhodes for about 3.
They're
going to run it with Rhodes, and no, he gets tackled by Bart Scott. First time I think we've called his name in a while, and he started early. 2 big plays on 3rd and 1 first quarter. Vinatieri with a 32-yard field goal attempt, a couple of wildcat plays, and now they go back to Cromartie, who as a Charger ran a kick back 109 yards, and that just does work its way into the end zone. Green is the running back. Green. Rex Ryan said to it. Clock under 4. Green to the 25. And now a very big play for this Colts defense so they can avoid using their timeouts. 3rd and 5.
You end up with all the big defensive linemen on that side and linebackers over here. So that's the reason you're seeing the Jets work to that side. But now they're going to have to put the ball more than likely in the hands of Mark Sanchez, who has been high all night.
In this half, the Jets 5 for 5 on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. And they blitz, and the pass is juggled and incomplete. Huge play. Steve Weatherford to punt. Oh, and there's contact. Weatherford goes down, and a flag, a fair catch at the 29-yard line. Pace Smith Number 10 came in and made contact with Weatherford. And Steratore now will come up. It was 4th down and 5. If it's running into the kicker, that's still going to be enough for a first.
Running into the kicker. Number 10 of the defense. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Left in the 4th. Green cuts it back. Gets tackled. And now Indianapolis is going to have to start using its timeouts. They do here. They have 2 left. 2-point game. Meanwhile, you got Smith coming back into the game, so he's been in and out after the groin pull. Tomlinson and Green both in the backfield with him. Patrick sets up in the slot on 2nd and 8. Run the option. Smith taken down, 3rd and 5 by Lacey. 3rd down and 5, and the Colts will use their 2nd timeout. With Green.
Let's look.
Sanchez is going to air it out, and it's too far. Intended for Edwards. They go for the goal on 3rd and 5, and Lacey with the coverage, 4th down.
Wow, 3rd and 5 blitz. They're going after Lacey, who they got for the 80-yarder last time. And once again, Mark Sanchez just overthrows it. There's no reason. You don't even worry about an interception there if you underthrow that thing.
Weatherford, and this time they don't come close to touching him. White's going to get backed up, and that kick will bound its way into the end zone. 2:36 left. Manning has 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning. The pulse of tonight's game. Sanchez, there are his numbers. Manning for 184 yards and that 1 touchdown to Garcon. Garcon's had a big night. Reggie Wayne has been a non-factor. The Jets rushing huge. 93 second half yards. But here goes Manning in a 1-point game. Starts in the gun with a dive at his side.
I wonder if he's thinking about Tracy Porter at all.
No, I don't think so. And the pass is caught on the outside, and that's Tammy to the 35, and a quick first down for the Colts. 4-man rush. Tammy juggles it, but holds on and has a first down as he crosses the 45. Covered by Dwight Lowry.
Again, no pass rush at all by the Jets.
Manning.
Here comes the blitz.
Getting the play off before the 2-minute warning. They give it to a guy. And the guy will take the ball in the 48. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Colts with 1 timeout and one of the greatest clutch kickers in the history of the National Football League. As they look ahead to a potential impossible game-winning field goal. 2 minutes to go. 14-13 Jets. Adam Vinatieri 4 for 4, league-changing field goals. Last 2 minutes are overtime. Most in the history of the league, and who can forget it? There's so many kicks. Winning the Super Bowl against Carolina when he was with New England, but the kick against the Raiders in the snow was off the charts.
36 of 28 coming into this one tonight. He's been good tonight, too.
From 47 and 32, he's 2 for 2. 2nd and 4, Colts have 1 timeout.
That means the offensive line has Harris.
Manning over the middle. And that'll be caught at the 37, and that's Blair White. First down, spot the ball at the 36. Manning with 1 timeout and 1:45. He might as well have a month. Here's a dive. The dive to the 34.
Just can't help but think Rex Ryan saying how personal it was to finally get a win against Peyton Manning. And here he is again, taking his team down the field, already in field goal range.
2nd and 8.
Blitz coming. See if they check out defensively.
White. It's a nice little pick, but that's a good tackle by Bart Scott with the ball to the 33-yard line.
What a clutch play by Bart Scott.
Indianapolis takes its final timeout, so it's 3rd and 6. If they don't gain, excuse me, the Jets took that timeout. The Jets take a timeout. That's an interesting call.
It's the responsibility of the offensive line.
Jets come. Manning rolls, throws, and at the 19, it's incomplete. Blair White was the intended receiver, and now here comes Vinatieri to try to add to his legacy. Dead center between the hash marks. It's 50 yards under perfect conditions. Adam Vinatieri. What else is new?
There's any doubt anymore. The Hall of Fame awaits this guy.
Kicking. But here is Ryan now with a field goal that could win the game for the Jets. Jets have 2 timeouts, so it's going to be up to that Colt defense.
And Rex contemplated whether he was going to call a timeout or not. Doesn't, and obviously that's the right call. You can't afford to waste the timeout. I think he was playing a little mind game with Vinatieri.
Right.
Just wanted to make him think maybe I'm going to call one, but there was no way he really was.
Cannot waste a timeout in that situation. McAfee kicking off. Here's Cromartie. Cromartie out past the 30, and then Smith able to finally knock him out along with the kicker. But a great run back to set the Jets up near midfield. 5 ticks on the clock. Sancho starts by hitting Edwards, and he gets taken down at the 45-yard line. The Colts are going to say that he didn't hang on to the ball. The officials say, oh, yes, he did. They spotted at the 44. No challenges here.
Well, the
It's
ball,
all booth review.
the ball did come out, but did he have possession of it, fumble it, and then recover the fumble? I think that's going to be the ruling more than anything else. One step, kind of put it away.
The previous play is being reviewed.
I don't think there's any question that's a catch. But I thought it was pretty clear he had a couple of steps.
After review, it has been determined that the receiver maintained possession with his 3rd foot down, fumbles the football, and recovers his own fumble. It will be the New York Jets ball, 2nd down and a half yard to go. The New York Jets did use a timeout after the catch, so New York has used their 2nd timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining.
And the ball is at the 44, so it might come down to the right leg and foot of Nick Folk,
who did set a Jet record this year with a 56-yard field goal, so plenty of range.
and he had some tremendous kicks for Dallas early in his career before the wheels came off and he got released.
But you don't feel as good about Nick Folk as you did Adam Vinatieri.
2nd and 1. Sanchez slings it to the outside. That's a 1st down, and Holmes saves some time on the clock. They have the ball now at the 34-yard line, and they are in field goal range. 36 seconds. Here's Tomlinson. 2 tough yards. He gets the ball to the 32-yard line. And the Colts.
3rd and final charge timeout, Indianapolis. 30-second timeout.
They're just trying to save some time on the other side here, just in case Folk makes one. So with 29 seconds, the ball at the 32, you'd be looking at about a 49 or 50-yard field goal from this spot. Jets have 1 timeout. Colts have none.
I'm not so sure Peyton Manning agrees with slowing this one down at this point. He's saying don't make it easy. Don't let that young quarterback Mark Sanchez go over and get a little coaching here. I tell you, I would not be surprised at all if they come back to Braylon Edwards. It's a pretty safe play. If it's not there right now, you're getting man coverage on the outside that the Colts just don't feel that comfortable playing usually. Let's see, they're going to get it again.
Edwards right, Holmes left. Keller sets up on the right side in the slot. Sanchez with protection. You're right, they go to Edwards, and Edwards comes down, and the officials look at each other and say it's a catch, and he's inbounds. He's inbounds at the 14-yard line, and the clock is still running because he didn't go out of bounds. He came down, he was tackled, and now they can let that clock run down after an 18-yard gain and end the game here with a field goal attempt, and the Jets take a timeout. They might have been better served taking an earlier timeout just in case you have a bobbled snap and they would have had another chance.
It's all or nothing at this point, but there's the matchup that they love. Both feet down. Good call. The knee did hit down right there, so they kept the clock running, and here we go. What a day of football today.
Oof. Two disparate games. The other one was a wild and wacky shootout. This is a game with 30 total points. It'll wind up with 33. It's a 32-yard field goal to win the game and send the Jets to Foxborough. Good. Nick Folk. And the Jets, with Ryan saying it's Super Bowl or bust this year, take one big step.
Nick Folk can breathe again. What a huge pass for Mark Sanchez. They showed so much confidence in him to get that ball to Braylon Edwards and make that a much easier kick for Nick Folk. And finally, the win over Peyton Manning.
There's Jason Taylor, the longtime Dolphin. He moves on. Jets move on. Colts are done. No rematch of the Colts and the Saints in the Super Bowl. Both go down today. Post-game report from Indy next.